feel like the series filter disappeared on me here. Oh, that's why it's not what I'm needing. The wrong widget. Oh, two of these you had no fucking idea what was going on.
Yeah, they were 100% impulse, no edge.
Only one of these you were clear on.
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't there. Uh, Obviously, it was a combination of bad management and confusion.
Yeah. I was taking like the price action was actually really good today in hindsight, but I was fading ranges, like I was taking mean against trades. That would have been awesome mean favor trades, which I think is just like I'm trying to hold trades. I'm trying to get into breakout trades instead of just like scalping mean reversion, um, which is just it's greed. Like I'm looking for bigger trades. I'm pushing trades beyond what their expected value
Why?
is. A lot of it's Yuki made a really good point, and it's that I've been trading on a PA, meaning that I passed the eval a couple weeks ago, um, and that as much as I like to think I'm not thinking about that, I think it is influencing my trades. Like I'm trying to make money when I should just be focusing on the data.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, it seems like you know what's going on.
I'm getting an idea of what's going
So
on.
you need a, huh?
I'm getting an idea of
I
what's
said
going on.
it's.
It's a lot of shit.
I mean, you're pressing, you're forcing
Yeah.
trades. It's called pressing. So, um, I'm curious. They were all scalps today. No, they weren't. This must be a newer tag set.
Yeah, I don't have too much data on it. I started tracking it last week, I think. I could pretty easily go back and tag old trades with it though.
You know what it looks like to me?
Hmm.
Is it looks like you might be overfighting the same exact areas.
Okay.
That's not working out for you. You keep overhitting and instead of waiting for it to just not, instead of attacking once or twice, maybe it seems like you might be fighting too much in one area, or is
Yeah.
that not true?
That's very fucking true. I've probably got a million examples where I've been fighting an uptrend or fighting a downtrend or fading a fucking range or
Do
such
you
shit like that.
immediately do you immediately start trading?
That tag I implemented today, where I measure the time between my last trade, I just implemented that today based on my findings, and my findings were that I'm entering trades too quick. Re-entering, I should say.
Uh, 1 minute in between, 2 minutes, 1 minute, 6 minute difference, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. You're fighting. You're fighting too much. Here, that's exactly what I thought the problem could be.
Yeah.
Let's look at another day. Four minutes, 1 minute, not even a few seconds.
Yeah.
About 8 minutes, 1 minute. 07, 08, 11, 07, 8, 10, 10, 12, 14, 14, 15, 15. Yeah, dude, you need more patience. You're fighting too much.
Yeah.
You're getting fucked up, and then you're retrying, and then you're getting fucked up again. This is your biggest problem.
Yeah. It's
You
been
see
a
how
problem
your
for years.
timestamps are too close.
Yeah.
Well, if you can manage, if you can start to look, if it didn't work out the first 2 times, then you're wrong about your idea.
Yeah.
And you're trying to force your idea on the market that it's right.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of times it's like
you know how I could tell. This is how I figured out that could have been the issue was look how big some of these wins are. There's like virtually no dots, but then there's a huge series of dots.
Yeah.
Then these dots are spaced out on the wins, and then you just that's just but then your wins have these bigger spaces. You're taking bigger wins, but you're paper cutting yourself into eternity.
A lot of it's revenge trading because I'll take like 4 or 5 losses on the chin, and sometimes it works out. I hit one really big trade and it eats all those losses. But when it doesn't work,
it's not. Look at the overall. Look at the overall equity curve. It ain't gonna work.
It's not fucking working.
So I think it'll work every now and then. In the long run, ain't working.
No.
You had a nice equity curve, and then something happened where you're killing yourself.
That was VIX. That top where my P&L topped out. That was when VIX jumped to fucking 25 or whatever.
Well, you got to make it an adjustment.
Yeah.
You need to be more patient.
Yeah, patience is fucking killing me, man.
What you need to focus on. You need to be more patient, and if you're having problems in a specific area on the price action, you need to let the price action change.
And that was something that me and Yuki came to today. It's those fast spikes, man. Like, when price jumps really fast, like when it slips on nothing, I'm so impulsive to get in it, and it's something that's like layered into my impulse over years of trading. And that's where most of my big losses come from, is just those quick, fast price action movements.
Yeah, well, it's an illusion.
Yeah.
If it does not make sense to you, don't trade it.
Hmm.
It seems like you have some form of a scarcity mindset going on.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I don't want to fight that. Like I want to sit here and tell you that's not the case, but it definitely is. Like it absolutely is.
You have what's your relationship with money?
Good, solid. I mean, I make enough money. Um, uh, like my wife makes plenty of money. We're comfortable. Like I went to a fucking Bruins game the other night with box seat tickets. Like I'm comfortable.
Okay.
But at the same time, like I've
Then
never wanted anything as bad as as I want to do this for a living. You know.
okay. You're white knuckling the steering wheel.
Mm. What do you mean?
You're gripping the steering wheel so tight, and you
Yeah.
think you can control the ride, but you can't. You're just shooting. You're just shooting at everything that's moving instead of taking your time breathing.
Yeah.
You don't you don't need many ticks to make money, first and foremost. And the opportunities are there. And just because you don't see them doesn't mean they won't manifest in
Yeah.
the marketplace. They will if you're patient enough. Just because you think you missed an opportunity or you're going to listen, it's gonna make you look like you're gonna miss it, and it's a trick.
Mm-hmm.
It's a trap. I don't know. I hope there's some more clarity on exactly what the problem is. You're you're trading too frequently.
Yeah, and it's something where like I've known that was an issue, and it's one of those things. You talked about it in one of your videos the other week, where it's like retail traders, when you're sitting there by yourself coming to these conclusions, it's so hard to act on them because there's no accountability. Um, and just sitting here and hearing you tell me these things, like it makes me feel like shit. Like it makes me want to change it. Whereas the last 3 years, I've been sitting here telling myself the exact same thing over and over again, and I'm not doing anything about it. You know
Well, you want to know the good news?
what?
It's not a unique problem.
Yeah, yeah,
I've dealt with it, and so are they.
yeah,
I know damn well the other everybody else here has overfought the same area or had a scarcity mindset. Every one of them
hmm,
about it, or oh shit, I better get in. It's going.
yeah,
Um, you need a you need this the patience is the big problem here.
yeah,
You need to just like find a play. You need to like after every fucking trade, especially if a trade's not going well for you, a loss somehow, some way. I don't know if you need to do some accountability shit with somebody like Yuki or whatever, but
hmm,
you need to do some breathing work, maybe a Wim Hof breath, and on that exhale, start telling yourself how everything is fine, you're good at trading. Uh, I
okay,
can't do it right now, but at some point this would be something I could do in the future. But you need to start working on
yeah,
that.
yeah, big time, dude. Because it's fucking killing me. Like if I don't make it as a trader, it's gonna be because of this. Like it, in a way, it is life or death, man. Like I gotta figure this patient shit out.
I can tell you this: it'll clean the fuck out of this P&L curve.
Yeah, yeah, big fucking
It'll
time.
clean it up. I think you'll be seeing the other side of consistency if you can. You had it and then you dropped the ball. I know the VIX changed and you need to adjust, but it's getting into your head. You think these moves are good, but they're just as shitty as they are in low VIX.
Yeah.
Listen, man, if it don't make sense to you, it's not a good move. I don't
Yeah.
care if it goes 100 ticks in the blink of an eye. If it didn't make sense for you to get into it, it wasn't a good move.
Yeah.
And if you're reacting to that, you're just punting. You're just
You
going
gambling.
all in on a roulette spin at that point. It doesn't matter that it looks like it can win. And you know damn well by the time you react and get in, because the algo is programmed. Like, I think it knows the average duration of when people start to FOMO in.
Mhm.
It's got to. And by the time you put it on, it's too late.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
You're
that
just
fucking
over
helps, man.
fighting, man.
Yeah. Big time. And
You're
it's
over fighting it.
it's tough, man. It's something I've been fighting
Give it
for
a
a long
shot
time.
in an area if it didn't. For how long?
I mean, I've been unprofitable for 4 years, going on 4 years now, and the problem with these fucking combines is it plays into that behavior, and like I like to think I'm not a fucking gambling addict, but it does
How many of
play
these-
into it.
How many combines have you bought in your lifetime?
Apex 90% off, probably 50.
Yeah, unfortunately, that conditioned you in a negative way.
Yeah, big time. Fucking big time. That's dropped off considerably since I discovered your channel. Like, I think I started watching your videos in like August, September last year, and since then I've only had maybe 4. But before that behavior before that is still there. You know, it's still ingrained.
You meditating?
Yeah, it's not the most meaningful meditation, but I have found that I can access a place of genuine relaxation, and the positive affirmations that I tell myself, they stick, you know, like I do feel fucking better after I meditate, but I'm not sure it's lasting very long. Like, I think after I finish meditating, maybe like it lasts 10-15 minutes and then it's gone. I'm back to square one, you know? So I'm not sure my meditations are very meaningful in that regard. As a whole, I am an emotional person. Like, I do feel emotions pretty volatile.
Were you raised by a single mother?
Yeah. It was a
Okay.
split custody kind of deal, so I
Did
would
you
see my
have a-
dad over the summers.
He lived in a different state?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a free book on YouTube called The Way of the Superior Man. Give that a listen.
Okay, I'm Googling that right now.
Feminine energy is emotion and chaos, and unfortunately not having a masculine role model.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you do have a father, he may not be emotionally sound. But masculinity is calmness in the wave of a storm, and you're gonna want to learn how to cultivate that
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah, because, I mean, mental health issues run in my family too, especially on the female side. And that was a lot of emotional
I'm just
volatility.
curious. I'm curious what the dynamics with your wife are. Does she seem to control the household, or is it split?
She, in terms of like fucking like finances and like fucking hiring a tax accountant and shit like that, she's definitely in charge because I don't know, I've got ADHD. I fucking make mistakes, dude. I make mistakes all the time. But it's not that she doesn't respect my authority or anything. It's just that I genuinely would rather have her do that and trust her to do it. And obviously it's 50-50. Like I contribute too. You know, I don't just let her do it for me blindly. But she's definitely in charge of shit like that because I don't want to make mistakes, you know.
If you guys go to dinner or watch a movie, whose decision is it usually?
Usually it's mine because she would rather let
Okay.
me make the decision and have me enjoy myself because she's a very selfless person
So
like
it
that.
seems like you might vacillate between the two energies,
Okay.
which everybody has the capabilities.
Yeah.
However, the markets make you become the market's bitch
Yeah.
in a sense.
Big time. Yeah.
Because the market is emotion and chaos, and you need the opposite poles
Mhm.
to have chemistry.
Yeah.
It really does require a Buddhist virtuous approach. It's like when somebody comes to you go to the store and somebody's paying in fucking pennies or some shit.
Yeah.
You know you're going to be there for a while, and that little fire might rage up in your stomach or your chest
Yeah.
because somebody's you know you're just gonna you gotta let that energy pass right through you. You gotta learn to be transparent and let the energy go right fucking through you. So when you listen to Way of the Superior Man,
Mhm.
you can think of it from a market relationship.
Okay.
Um, However, I do believe that because like my parents were divorced, but I saw my dad more frequently.
Yeah.
However, that feminine energy always being present and a lack of a really solid male role model tends to feminize
Yeah. I
young
would agree with
men,
that.
and you're just gonna grow up more emotional.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. You
Whereas
nailed
you
it.
kind
You
of need
nailed
to,
it, dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. It's like, it's kind of that astronaut training where you're in that thing that's spinning and you're trying to plug the wires
Yeah.
in a certain amount of time. You got to get to that point.
Sure.
Uh, you have to be the apex predator in the market. You have to wait patiently and pounce,
Yeah.
which is tough, but I think we see the problem here. It's overfighting due to emotional nature, and I mean, this is going to be an outside problem that you need to start to learn how to fix. However, I think after like every trade, you need to just reevaluate how you're feeling. I think you need to get more aware of how you're feeling.
Mhm.
And if you're just feeling any slight amounts of pressure, it needs to be alleviated. And it's best not to stare at this monitor when you attempt to alleviate it. Spin the computer chair around or whatever. But I need to go trade.
Yeah. I fucking appreciate it, man. Like, uh, again, like a lot of these things are pretty obvious, but just hearing it from an outside point of view that's not internal helps so much, dude. Can't tell you enough. So I'll get started on that
Wait,
book
how are
tonight.
we talking? Are you
I think I'm on the
Which
comic
app are you
trades.
talking?
I'm on browser because I can't talk to you in Dojo,
Deafened. How's that?
but I'm hearing you through Dojo.
Oh, nobody. Oh, so nobody heard any of that. Okay.
Oops.
All right. So I guess the deafen feature didn't work. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, dude. I appreciate it. I'll take what you said into consideration. I'll get started on that right away.
All right. Cool, man.
Alright.
See ya.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later.